Hi there, this is a review on the Ferrari 308 GTS diecast model you see here. It's made by Model Car Group and it's 118 in size. Now, you may be familiar with Model Car Group or MCG. They have been featured a lot lately online stores and they do provide with some rarity models that will be of interest for many people that collect these older cars or a Ferrari like such as this one, and you don't want to spend too much money on one of these diecast models. These models are affordable. They're around about the €50 mark, and kind of fill in the gaps of vehicles that you would have liked in your collection there. But saying that, at that price, you do kind of expect some kind of lack of quality in certain areas, and this diecast model will have some. Now, hopefully my review here does provide you with some information there that is vital before you make a decision, and let's go through it. First up, there's the box there that you will receive, and along with the boxed item, you do get one of these bases that some of these cars at €50, around the €50 mark, won't give you or provide you with. If we look at the car itself from afar, it looks pretty lovely, and it does encapsulate those Ferrari lines that you do adore in real life or seen pictures of sorts, and for those older folk would have adored in that cult TV show called Magnum PI. It's when you get a bit closer that you do start to pick up some of the features that might be problematic, but there are quite a lot of good bits here. So I'll start from the front here, and we'll start from ground up. Firstly, we see the big 308 GTS label there. It is pretty nice for a display model to have. I don't think anyone would pretty much want to change that, unless they're looking towards some kind of authenticity and want to change it to some kind of Italian plate. But I'm quite happy with that. Looking at the bottom here, lovely shapes. The grille is chromed and slotted there. Looks very nice, as does the 80s style bumper, which unfortunately, due to regulations, yes, they had to provide these bumpers here that otherwise may have not been on that vehicle. But that's shaped very well, along with the indicators and spotlights or fog lights here. They're shaped very nicely as well. Luckily, it's not that US spec. This bumper would have been a lot larger. What I do like here is the Ferrari badge. It does protrude upwards. It is a decal. The way they've done it, they added a little bit of protruding element there to the diecast, and therefore the emblem does look a bit more authentically real. The way they've grooved the vents here, they are quite deep. They do look kind of like vents, unlike some kind of other models in this price range. So they've done a good job here, but yeah, they're not vented at all. One disappointment you may have is you will not be able to pop up those lovely headlights and display it with the popped up headlights. So they do not budge, they don't move. Neither does, unfortunately, from some, the doors. The doors do not open, neither does the front boot, nor the rear hood here for the engine bay. None of these features open. Going back to the front here, they have done a good size of that Ferrari emblem. You could be happy with that. Some models do kind of exaggerate Ferrari labels and get it wrong, but that looks all right here. On side profile, car looks pretty good, but there are a few elements here that might not be to many people's liking, and others that aren't really picky, they might not mind. First up, you see the indicator here. That's not a plastic indicator popping out. That's just an extra bit on the diecast there that they've just painted in the color there. And it's not even orange, it's kind of silver. Over here we do have the door lock. Nicely shaped, not too protruding, done well. But yeah, you can see closely, you start finding certain little faults, maybe here in the pillar here. Up here on the door and the connection there, some of the plastic is folding over a bit. And overall, what people might not like is the plastic features. Here, they do look a bit cheaper in quality. The side mirrors here, the pillars here on the windscreen, and the wipers. They did though paint the grille here on the vents here on the side window on the side here to kind of make it look a bit better or more authentic looking. But yeah, they could possibly do a better job here with this quality of plastic that they've used here. The vent is vented there on the side there, so that's not that bad. There is no kind of meshing or anything there in the back, neither. Moving towards the side, profile and the rear, we can see the back end does look pretty nice from afar, and there's that nice 308 GTS writing there. That looks pretty good on a display. What is also pretty nice are those lights. We can see they're nicely made. The plastic there looks pretty good, and the way they've designed it pretty good as well. The back bumper shape there, as you can see, looks okay as well. The badging itself is also nice. The chrome elements there, okay, they've used a different material there, looks pretty good. And up here on the top, all kind of nice and protruding. Ferrari badge there, looks very nice. They don't carry that on with the 308 GTS badging here. That is a decal sticker type. I guess the writing on that was too thin, and they probably couldn't get that quality out of this model. Now, this is the first time I've looked at my model. I don't like pretty much the finishing here when it comes to the pillar. So it looks like perhaps the joint there is not right, though it doesn't follow on the other side. So perhaps the painting or the way they sprayed this item wasn't successfully done here. Therefore, not the kind of angle I'll probably be displaying it on. Looking to the side here, also quite odd is the fact that I do have Pininfarina badging, which I was looking for on the other side. You can see it here on the bottom, but absent on this side. That for me is definitely quite odd, and I'm sure I don't even have to look that up. That should have been on the other side, but it's not. Moving in closer to the interior so we can see it here from the target top and the large windscreen here, we can see everything is pretty much kept black there, starting from the front dash, the vents up there on the top, everything's black. But here in the center console, as you can see, gear shift there, and a lot of switches of sorts are black. Now the real life model does have a lot more bits and pieces there in the center console that are kind of chromed, and that's missing here, but the features are there, and if you wish, you can take a brush to that yourself if you can handle it. Though the seats themselves are kind of shaped and designed very well, like the real life model. You can see the grooves there in the seats. From this angle, you can see that the gauges are there behind the steering wheel. Just that on this model, the dash there is pretty deep, so you can't really see it when it's on display. You do have to lift it up. And yeah, you do have some color there on the steering wheel, the chrome wheel with the Ferrari logo. You do also have, if you've noticed, reflective material on the rearview mirror and the side mirrors there to make it look more realistic. Now, some people do have an interest of what's on the bottom of the vehicle, even though that's mostly never on display. But yeah, this vehicle itself has pretty much bland features, somewhat of that sort of V8 mid-engine shape there. It's just black, all black. The only painted feature here is the exhaust, which you see once it's on display. So there you have it. I hope this review has provided you enough information on whether or not you're going to make a purchase of this item or any other from MCG. Thanks for watching and take care.